Mikey, how's this season been for you? Obviously, getting in the end zone quite often so far. I mean, how fun has it been just kind of being a big part of this offense?
No, for sure. Obviously, this is what I wanted going into the year. Ideally, we'd like to have one more win, especially on the most recent game. But I definitely have enjoyed having an impact on this team so far, and I hope to increase it so far in the next 5 games. So.
When you went back on film and watched Stanford, what would you say was the catalyst to having you guys collapse?
We just lost focus in the second half and got extremely comfortable at halftime. And I think our mindset going into the second half was just far too casual. I think it was just too casual on both sides of the ball. Obviously, on offense, we had a hard time getting going again and generating points until late into the second half. And obviously, defense had their issues as well. And overall, it was just far too casual on the whole team. And it was just a very disappointing half of football, considering how dominant we were in the first half. So.
As that's going on, like as it's starting to fall apart a little bit,
Yeah.
who on the sideline is helping get you guys back going?
I mean, the player. It's up to the players. I mean, anyone, staff or coaches can tell the players to lock in or get focused and whatnot, but they're not the ones on the field. And so, as players, obviously, we're trying to hold each other accountable and get the right mindset going once you start to see things fall apart. So, obviously, that's on the players to get each other going. No one else is going out there to make plays, so it's on us.
Did that game serve as any kind of a wake-up call?
Yeah, I mean, obviously when something like that happens, it's a wake-up call for everybody. But I think the biggest thing was that we just had a hard time putting two full halves of football together, and that was a perfect game for us to get that going and play two strong halves of football, and we weren't able to do it. So obviously that's still something we're looking to capitalize on moving forward.
Can't be casual this week against UCLA. What stands out to you about their defense?
They got a very talented front six, front seven, so we're going to have to do a great job protecting two in the pocket and also moving the sticks in the run game. So just matching the intensity up front. The game's going to be won in the trenches. So.
What would you say is the mood in the locker room this week, coming back from the bye week and after that loss?
It's been positive. I think Coach Prom's done a really good job of projecting the positivity, like carrying it from the first half. Obviously, the second half, it is what it is just in the past. He's done a good job as our leader, just promoting what we did in the first half and making sure that that's what we come out and do for two halves of football. Like we've shown you guys, we've shown the rest of the country that we can be dominant when we want to. So he's done a good job of keeping everyone's head up, keeping everyone positive coming off of the bye week, and just putting us in the best headspace to be dominant this week against UCLA.
Is playing at the Rose Bowl special for a California kid like yourself?
Yeah, it's cool. Obviously, as a kid, you always look forward to going to those games. I think I went to the Rose Bowl when I was a little kid against Stanford versus Wisconsin, so it'll be cool to go back there. We played there 2 years ago, so it'll be my second time going to play there, so cool. It's a good venue to be at. So.
I know it's not home, but it's your last Pac-12 trip back to California.
It is, yeah. It is. Say that one more time.
Have you thought about that?
I actually did not think about that until you just mentioned it. But I don't know. I try not to get too caught up in the things off the field like that. It is cool, and it's cool to be a California guy to go back and play it in my home state. But I'm more focused on the outcome of this game. This is a big week for us to bounce back and get back on track where we want to be for these next 5 games.
How was your first National Tight Ends Day? What did you celebrate?
Oh, I didn't even realize it was National Tight Ends Day until I got here. Coach Brew obviously had us fired up when we came into the team meeting that day about it, and I didn't know that until I saw him. But I don't know, we got some shirts, so had good energy at practice, so it was cool.
What's it like playing for him? He seems like he's a pretty intense dude.
Yeah, he's definitely intense, but he definitely knows how to motivate you and get you ready to go. And as intense as he is, he also does a good job of not being too intense when we're coaching, and he's trying to give us the details and the things that we need for the game plan, and knowing when to bring the energy and when to be a coach. So he does a good job of balancing it out.
Has your role kind of in the offense validated kind of that decision to make the move over the offseason? Because I know you were a little bit hesitant about it originally.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I feel like as a player, you think you want to have the confidence that you can go into any position and make an impact, and it's just so happened to be a tight end this year, which I'm very blessed to have the opportunity to be on the field at that position. And I guess to me, it's just validated that I'm someone that can go in and have an impact on the game, no matter what position I'm at.
Michael, can you talk real quick about Caleb? And he actually got in there and got a 2-point conversion. How's he coming along?
He's coming along really well. It was good to see him get in there and get that. Obviously, me and him splitting reps a little bit this season, so it was just, as a teammate, it was great to see him get in the end zone. So, yeah.
All right, thank you, Mike.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.